Hello, my name is Ace Sleeves. I run the amazing and animating Ace Sleeves Tumblr, and you're listening to the MBS Show.
Hello and welcome to the MBS Show, episode 98. I am your host, Norman Sanzo. Joining me today is James Cork.
Hey there, Norman.
Hey there, James. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. How was your week?
Intense.
Oh, my goodness.
I think it wasn't just my week. It was everybody's week in this fandom. It was very intense. It was like every single day something was going on.
Yeah, besides the "oh cousin" joke and all the dramas going everywhere. But anyway, I hope we're not all stressed out because stressful things have happened. But anyway, joining us today is our guest host for this week's Sketchy Sounds.
Guest host mode enabled.
Oh my. I guess we got Sweetie now. So, Sweetie, how are you?
This unit is functioning at optimal levels.
Good. Do you think we can get Sketchy on?
Well, I suppose I can go and fetch him. One moment. Executing guest host retrieval protocols.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Do you need help, Sketchy? It looks like your AI just gone rogue.
No, Sweetie Bot will be fine. She just got some ideas above her station, that's all.
You know, if you have a blaster pointing at your face, blink twice. Oh, damn it. I just realized you cannot see him. Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
But I'm doing well.
How's your week?
My week has been fairly good. I mean, I actually have a job these days, so I actually have work to go to during the day. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Because I get paid for it as well.
Yay.
Yeah, I get paid for it as well, which is definitely also a massive plus. So, yeah, I've had a good week, and I watched the episode today, and it was fantastic, but, more on that later, I suppose, or next week, probably, or whenever you guys do a review.
Well, if you want to join us to do a review of it, you can fangasm all you want in there.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might well do.
Awesome. But anyway, joining us today, our guest for this week is Ace Sleeves. Hey there, Ace.
Hey there, Norman. How are you doing?
Fine. How are you doing, man?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm actually I have to be kind of honest. I'm a little bit shy, so I'm a little bit nervous here. I mean, this is such a great show and everything. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. So how has your week been?
Uneventful, sad to say. Very, very uneventful. Mainly lying in a corner, just practicing my card tricks with no one to share them with. It's so sad. So sad.
So when you say card tricks, you're talking about magic cards, right? When I mean magic, not Magic the Gathering, but magic.
Yes, I don't do that card game at all.
because we here have a few card players, and I refer MTG as magic. So we need to clarify that.
No, just good old sleight of hoof and everything like that. It's just typical brand of magic. So yeah.
Okie dokie. So anyway, before we start the show, we must ask you the 4 important questions. And question number 1 is, who's your favorite character?
Who's my favorite character? Well, being a magician, I'm going to have to go with... who's a magician in the show? I wonder who could that be? A showmare or something like that? Oh, come on. The bookworm, please. No. Some pony with pizzazz. With that, air... No!
Who says anything about Best Pony? What?
Come on, people. Do I have to say it? I have to spell it out. Trixie. The amazing, the great, the powerful Trixie. Please. Come on.
Yeah, you mean most overrated background support
The
character
great
nobody
and
cares.
powerful Trixie!
Excuse me?
Obnoxious mare extraordinaire.
Well, it does make sense now that you point it out. I'm just kidding. So, besides the obvious, why Trixie?
Well, when I started getting into the fandom and everything, I decided I wanted to pick a favorite pony and everything like that. So, all of a sudden, Ghostbusters came up, and I just fell in love with her the very first time. I mean, she's such a great character and everything. And there was actually one time when I was doing magic that I actually kind of over boasted. And the same, I mean, I didn't get chased by an Ursa Minor or anything like that. But let's just say that the same events nearly transpired and everything like that. So I could relate. And I just love her. I'm just glad she reappeared in last season. And I was like, yay, Trixie's back. And she's redeemed.
I hope she's back in season 4.
Oh, I hope so too. I mean, I'm just glad. I mean, I'm just like she kicked Twilight Sparkle's butt. Yeah. So I was a little bit. I'm just glad that she got it at the end. I mean, she didn't get it in the end. I mean, she beat Twilight Sparkle. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah.
Okay, no problem then.
You're trying to defend that one character. He's so cute.
James, don't intimidate the guest. Spray bottle. But anyway, so what's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode? I would have to say Rarity Takes Manhattan. I mean, that's my favorite episode so far.
Out of all the seasons?
Out of all the seasons, because I am a musical fan, and I love musicals. I love Broadway. I love theater. I'm an actor. I love to do magic and perform on stages and talk and entertain and do anything like that. And when I saw Manhattan, that was just, oh my God, that was just... I saw the Cats poster and everything. That was just amazing. I saw Brittle Way. That was just, that was so funny. That was funny as heck right there. Right away, yes, I'm sorry.
You know, I was going to hate you because you like Trixie, but you like Best Pony episode, so that makes me happy.
Randomly breaking into song and dance at the drop of a hat? Who even does that?
Oh, Manhattan, what you do to me.
But, well, okay, that was a surprise. I would have thought either Magic Duel or Postbusters, but hey, Rarity Takes Manhattan, that's good. So, how did you become a fan of the show?
Well, I'm not going to go. I'm going to go a little bit into detail, but I did not. Every brony says that they recommended it. I'm just going to be honest here. I just was browsing my web browser, and all of a sudden, I just looked at the videos and I saw My Little Pony episode 1, and I was like, what the heck? And I watched it, and I just loved it. I just loved every moment of it. I didn't even know there was a brony fandom until I was like, the whole season was just done. And after that, I was just like, oh, there's a fandom? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then eventually I went to Hot Topic and I bought all the merchandise and I just bronified everything. And so the rest is kind of history. I mean,
when did you started watching it? Like, what was the newest episode that was released when you started watching the show?
I think I'm trying to remember. That was a long time ago. I think it was like the episode before the best night ever, I believe. I mean, I'm trying to remember.
Party of One?
Yeah. No. Yeah, that was it. Party of One. Yeah, that was it. I
love that episode.
Yeah, that was it.
The episode made everyone... let's just say the episode turned into something dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that we're kind of straying away from our usual procedure. Here. Because don't get me wrong, we are certainly enjoying talking to Ace, but Norman, should we not be going through the other stuff in the notes first, then getting to guest time?
Yes, the last one, the last question is, what do your family and friends think about your love for the show?
Well, I am actually lucky enough to be in a school right now that actually is full of bronies. So a lot of my friends are bronies too, and we just study together, and so it's a lot of fun. My parents are like, I was walking home with a bunch of brony merchandise, and my dad came to me and said, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm a brony. I like My Little Pony. And he says, "So you're not gay?" And I'm like, "No." My dad worries about me being gay, but doesn't care about me watching multicolored pastel horses.
Both
okay,
so
that's
closely related.
That was really a very eventful day, and after that, my parents were fine with it. They accepted it, and yeah, everything was fine.
Oh, okay, cool. So, as you said before, your school is full of bronies, so they accept it without no problem? That's what your friend think?
Yeah, I mean, we all are accepted, but of course we receive some hate. Yeah,
You see, he actually goes to the school that was in Equestria Girls.
Oh, God! So, how many times a day do dancing happen on the cafeteria tables?
You'll actually be surprised. It's actually a music academy, and we have a lot of drama students do flash mobs like every week and everything like that.
Well, because he was joking, but you're actually right.
Wow.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So,
Let us know if that ever actually happens, that, they actually organise a flash mob and
I'll actually
do
inform
the
you.
actual Equestria Girls song, because that would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know what? It will totally be Equestria Girls if he was in Canterlot High, but because this is the human world, the poor guy lives in High School Musical.
Oh, God. Anyway, thanks for answering the 4 important questions, Ace. And let's move on to the next topic. And James, why don't you take housekeeping?
Okay, I'll take care of housekeeping. Okay, take housekeeping and delete it. That way I take care of housekeeping. No. Not really. Okay, so housekeeping, this is the topic where we are about to hit on the 100th episode of the show, guys. It's unbelievable. I mean, this show has been going long enough to reach 100 episodes. That's fantastic. And in order to celebrate it, we want your help. And how can you help us? Well, sending us emails. We want you guys to send us emails asking us anything you want. It can be serious questions, silly questions, after dark questions. No, not those. This is a PG-13 show, after all. If your email gets read on the show, we'll give you a shout-out. And the due date before is the 1st of February. So send your emails before that date. You can send your questions at the MBS Show at gmail.com.
Yep. And, well, I've gathered a few emails here and there, and I think Kitsune is going to send one. And I think that may be related to you, James, so have fun with that.
I know him. He's going to mess with Best Pony.
Fluttershy?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I like her, but she's not the best.
Pinkie Pie! Is it?
Oh my God, that's it. You're dead. What the hell?
I'm sorry. But anyway.
No, you're not. You're not sorry. You are 5 miles away from being sorry.
Yes, that is true. I'm just saying sorry because it's polite. But anyway, let's move on to the next topic. And the next topic is news time. And I had a request by Sketchy. He wants to read news time. Go ahead, Sketchy.
In today's news time, Daniel Ingram gets hyped for episode 12, Pinkie Pride. Recently, Daniel Ingram, the songwriter for My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Littlest Pet Shop, made a post on his Facebook page. In his post, he stated that he was excited for the work he did on episode 12, Pinkie Pride. He also said that working with one of his childhood idols is a dream come true, and he also had this to say. I got to work on what turned out to be some of the funnest, craziest, and sweetest songs of the series so far. That's sounding very promising. Links to the post can be found in the show notes. I certainly have to say I am looking forward to that one, because minor spoilers for that episode.
Give me a second before you say anything, Sketchy. James, do we want to say something about this? Like, can we elaborate, or do we want to keep it as every pony in the blind as possible?
To be honest with you, it's difficult to keep something such a cat inside the bag.
Yeah, and I think most people already know this.
I mean, it's something that the fandom has been teasing for like 3 years, since 2011.
Yeah. I think we should just out and out say it.
Okie.
Basically, what is going to happen with Pinkie Pride is that the person Daniel Ingram's on about that he got to work with is none other than Weird Al Yankovic. He is going to be voicing a pony called Cheese Sandwich, I believe it was, in the show. It's going to be an unmissable episode. I personally can't wait. I love Weird Al songs, so seeing him in what's basically my favorite animated show at the moment, That's going to be amazing.
I think
and he's going to be alongside Pinkie Pie.
I need to
How
bite
can that
my
fail to be
tongue.
brilliant?
I need to bite my tongue regarding this because, I mean, oh God, I cannot. I have to bite my tongue because there are so many good things about this that are already out. But for those of you avoiding spoilers, I'd rather not talk about them. But looking so nice, brilliant.
That is true. I hear for one am hype, and from what I heard that episode is going to be very special, and that episode is also written by AKR. Ooh, that's going to be good.
AKR, also known as Amy Keating Rogers.
Indeed.
Yes. Okay, so next item of news. The My Little Pony comic number 15 is out. If you are a big fan of the My Little Pony comics, you're in for a big surprise. Issue 15 is out and available for purchase. As always, it's available from Comixology and iTunes. And as always, links can be found in the show notes for both Comixology and iTunes.
Hey, I was surprised. I was surprised that EQD didn't post anything up when the comic's out. I had to find it out in my email.
There is now an EQD post about it, though, as far as I can see. I have to say, I really have been loving the comics. They've been fantastic.
Yep.
Every single story in the comics is good. Every single one. It's difficult with a comic series to have good story after good story after good story, but these guys are going on a roll.
Yep.
They have yet to make a comic that doesn't have a good story in it.
There's a few here and there.
No,
Well,
honestly,
it's varied on that. Opinion has, differs on that, but certainly I would agree with your opinion that so far they've yet to put a foot wrong. It's been very quality work, and also all the things they work in as well, the little things that they work into the background here and there, just like how the show does as well. But of course, the comic, they've got more time to work on individual images, so they fit so much in.
and because it's static already, you can take your time to enjoy every single one of the details that they put in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just like that comic. It's almost like a Where's Waldo kind of situation.
Yeah, it happens most with the comics written by Katie Cook and drawn by Andy Price because Andy loves to put the little Easter eggs. I don't know if you have read the Sunset Shimmer intro, the one that takes place, the prequel to Equestria Girls. Mm-hmm. When Sunset Shimmer goes in a point of the comic, she goes to a dark library, the dark section of the library with all the dark magic. Mm-hmm. Every single one of the books, it's full of horror references.
Oh, wow.
It's so awesome. Cool. Like Lovecraft shout-outs, there are horror movie names. Mm-hmm. It's really fun.
I'll have to look that up.
It is awesome. Honestly, it is a really good comic, actually.
That's good.
I think probably one of my favorite things that I saw in the comics was Luna's T-shirt in the Big Mac arc.
Yeah. That T-shirt is awesome. It's just awesome.
Blame my sister, buy me things.
Oh, boy. Ace, have you read the comics?
Actually, I'm in the midst of a few right now, actually, so it's kind of hard to actually get to read them when your Hot Topic doesn't have any that keeps selling out.
This is why the digital systems for getting them are pretty good for that. Mm-hmm.
I heard about the digital.
Yeah, if you have iTunes at all, you can get it through them. Or if you'd rather not give Apple your money, which I would definitely approve of not giving Apple your money. But anyway, if you want to not give them your money, you can get them through Comixology instead, which is really pretty good.
Yeah, Comixology is a website it's a service that not only works on tablets and phones, but it also works online.
Yep, on the website.
Yeah, you can look at the comics on your browser, no problem. And it's a really good system. I mean, if you remember the movie Big, the one thing that Tom Hanks wants to make it happen, like a digital comic book, that's exactly what Comixology is.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah.
Oh, also to note, if you want to support the comic book creators, buy physical copy, because buying the physical copy actually supports them even more. But they do say if you buy the digital copy, it looks much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the digital copy is not the scanned version of the comic. Of course, it's the actual the actual digital file.
Work they did, yeah. Of course, I would say the main thing with that is, if you can afford to, get both.
Yeah.
Even more support for them.
Yeah,
Yay.
but even with that, at one, each comic is like $3 to $4. That's come on, guys.
Or if you can't buy them separately, you could always buy the trade back.
Indeed. Collections when they come out. Okay. The next item of news. Pinkie apple pie ratings are in, and they look good. Love or hate it, the ratings for Pinkie apple pie are in, and it looks positive. The episode garnered close to 500,000 viewers on the Hub network, and it seems like ponies are dominating the network. Links, again, can be found in the show notes. I have to say, Pinkie apple pie, I really did enjoy it. Pretty good episode. Loved that song that was in it. So catchy.
I am very happy to see these ratings, although you have to put them in perspective. For starters, we are right above Robots. That one Blue Sky Studio movie with Ewan McGregor being a robot and Robin Williams in the background.
Somebody mentioned robots.
Cinebot, hey!
Yeah, I wasn't criticizing that movie. That was only funny at the end. Sorry. No, honestly, we have to put it in perspective because the ratings for this episode were not as high as the ratings from last week. Last week's episode. And last week's episode got beaten by The Polar Express. And Reality Takes Manhattan almost got 600,000 viewers. So
that was a fantastic episode.
It was a fantastic episode, but even all in all, we really need a really good classic, awesome animated movie to beat ponies.
Yeah, it's true. What you say, it takes an awful lot to beat it in terms of ratings.
Yeah, because
when you put it in perspective like that is a good point. It takes something like a big film such as Robots or The Polar Express or stuff like that to bring in more viewers than Pony.
Yeah, but even with that, I mean, Robots is like more than 100, almost 200,000 viewers below Ponies. So it's like, wow, that's pretty unbelievable. These pastel-colored horses actually do bring a lot of attention.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's true. But in the top 10, okay, I'm just going to read from number 1 to number 10. My Little Pony, Robots, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, Little Pet Shop, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, My Little Pony, Pet Shop. Yeah.
So, is anybody surprised that season 5 is actually happening? Because, I mean, with these ratings, I'm surprised they didn't book up at season 25. I mean, it is clear that this show does bring a lot of audience and a lot of attention.
Well, on the positive side of you saying that, at least we have had it confirmed that yes, there is already season 5 planned. So,
and
yes,
and I need to mention this. Anyone who's been in the pony news business, especially for me, we know this was coming. It was no surprise.
As Trixie would say, was there ever any doubt?
And Norman, I mean, being a news pony, I mean, just like not the great powerful Trixie, but Madam Pinkie, I predict that there'll be a season 5. Yes, there'll be a season 5. Okay, that'll be fun. Yay, wonderful.
Season 5. But anyway, with all the ratings as high up as they are, season 5, it's a possibility. And season 6, I just heard something. There's 2 magic numbers in animation. There's the 65 episode cap and also the 101 episode cap. So if season 5 runs about 26 seasons, they will need to have at least...
I think you mean 26 episodes.
Yeah, 26 episodes. If they do that, they need another few more episodes to cut it out. Like, let's see, season 6 will only run about 7 episodes to reach that 101 episode.
And as for what we'll do, well, we will just...
watch in awe.
But anywho, for better or for worse, we enjoyed the fandom for what it is.
Indeed. Okay, let's move on to our last item of news. This is a bit of a depressing one, unfortunately.
There's one. This one is
So, last in our list of news today, we have Goodbye Princess Molly. If you're a Tumblr pony or just love reading comics about pastel-coloured equines, you're sure to have heard of Ask Princess Molestia. As of, well, it wasn't today, or it was actually a few days or so ago, the popular Tumblr blog with 68,600 followers has finally shut down. The reason for its termination is still unknown at this point. Besides being the place for its plot jokes and kicks, it was also the place where Gamer Luna was popularized. The team, consisting of John Hoseko, Jem, and Cal Payne behind it, has said that they are working on a new project, however, and we can expect to see it this coming spring. So, all in all there, I would say it is certainly a sad thing to see Princess Molly vanish. But on the other hand, I think the sensible thing to do in this regard is to keep a positive outlook, seeing as the team behind it have, they appear to be taking this in stride, and they're going to continue to create some incredible content.
I want to be the one tackling this issue right now, and I would like to speak about this almost kind of exclusively, although I want to hear everyone's opinions. But I did manage to talk with Cal Payne, and I managed to speak with him as the Tumblr was deleted.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this is what happened. Hasbro issued a letter to Tumblr telling them to terminate the blog. This is because Ask Princess Molestia was kind of like defamating the image of Princess Celestia. I'm not even joking. This is the real reason. John Joseko was told about this. He was sent an email from Hasbro telling him that basically he got too big and that it had to end. Mm-hmm. However, this is not coming out of nowhere. JJ was already planning on ending the Tumblr. He was writing an ending to it. He was going to terminate it come the end of season 4. So it was going to happen. It was going to happen. It doesn't matter if it was if it wasn't Hasbro, it was going to be Tumblr, peer pressure by the guys from Down with Molestia, which, by the way, they did nothing. So do not go after them. Do not attack them or anything because they had nothing to do with this. And if it wasn't any of them, it was going to be John Joseko anyways. The first thing he said on his blog, A Love Tomorrow Love, the first thing he said was, I am free. I have the idea that the blog, he wasn't doing the blog for him anymore. And to him, it wasn't fun anymore. And you can tell that by the stale humor and the overabundance of Princess Luna in comparison with Princess Molestia. So, for one, I'm actually happy for him. He's moved on to other things, and he's working with Jen and Cal Payne in other projects. He's doing a fantasy comic book, which I encourage everyone to go check it out. And he's also working on his ongoing webcomic, which is The Lounge, which it's been going since 2002. So I'm very happy to see that he's the one, the least upset about this. And I think we should all follow his example. True, we should have the same amount of upset feel as the creator of the guy who draws Princess Molestia. Okay, keep a stiff upper lip and keep going.
Or to put a even simpler spin on it, keep calm and pony on.
Keep calm and pony on.
Well said.
What about this? Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happens. Quote by Dr. Seuss.
Very good, yeah.
Very good one.
That was really good.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not completely gone. It still exists. We have it on our hard drives. We have it on Derpy Voodoo. It's not going anywhere.
True.
People are not going to forget about Molly. Who is going to forget about Molly?
I don't think anyone could ever forget about her.
Well, Princess Molly has been there since, this show was born and stuff. And it has been really interesting.
Well, kind of. The blog was originally started in 2011, which was when Season 2 was starting. The thing is that it caught so much interest because it had a very fringe sense of humor to it, and it was so weird. And it's like, okay, is this safe for work or not safe for work? Then it was taken down, people complained, it was brought back, and now it's like in Pushing Roses. Now it's gone completely.
Fun fact about Princess Molly, it started out as a fanfic.
Yeah, it's a fanfic. It's on fiction.
Yeah, and it's not a good fanfic. It's let's just say you can read it with one hand.
It's a horrible club fig. It's a horrible club fig.
Yeah. But I like what JJ did. He turned something bad into something entertaining. I won't say bad, but it was entertaining.
Yes, it was.
And the introduction of Gamer Luna. First it was Awkward Luna, then was Gamer Luna. And one
Yes.
OTP, Derpy and Luna. That was
Luna
so much.
Derpy is a definite OTP, and it was awesome.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that about wraps it up for our news for this episode of the MBS Show. So,
I honestly thought we were going to spend more time talking about Molly, but that was very fast. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a Band-Aid. Rip it fast and let it hurt for a while, and then it will go away instead of pulling it slowly.
yes.
But anyway, thank you, Sketchy. Thank you, Sketchy, for reading the news. I should try and put some... Yes, I shall do that. But anyway...
Shall we
moving
move
on-
along to our next item of business?
Indeed. And that item is guest time. In today's guest time, we have a Sleeves, a magician pony from Ponyville. But anyway,
No. I prefer the term the amazing and animating Ace Sleeves.
alrighty then. So anyway, we have the amazing and animating a Sleeves. How are you doing, man?
Thank you. I like to be properly introduced. Thank you so much. Thank you. And it's a privilege to be in this small but doable podcast. So thank you very much for having me here. I don't know if I'm having a Trixie persona right now, but it works. Okay.
Yay.
So
Dangerously high levels of smarm detected.
Nice.
yes.
So
Thank
anyway,
you so much.
having fun yet?
What do you mean by fun?
Entertained. Are you entertained yet?
Oh, you guys are so funny, and you just going on with your little thing. It's just so much fun just to watch and enjoy. So yes.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Oh, boys. Anyway, glad to know. That means we're doing our job, right? So anyway, Ace, mind introducing yourself to the people who might not know who you are or what you do?
Hello, every pony. My name is Ace Sleeves. I run an Ask blog. It's the amazing animes Ace Sleeves. It's basically the adventures of this one pony who is an expertise at sleight of hoof. He has learned from he's followed in the footsteps of David Copperfield, Angel Bunny, David Main, and Harry Houdini.
My panometer, it's broken. You fried it with your puns.
Actually, just speaking for the Magician Society itself, did you guys ever see the Equestria Daily Update of Penn actually responding to a Ponified picture of him?
Kind of,
You
yes.
mean Penn from Penn and Teller?
Penn and Teller, yes. He actually says
I think I saw it.
he actually said this is. I'm trying to think of something amazing, but I can't think of anything else more than this. And he was like, really aw, thank you so much for doing this. This is so nice.
Oh.
So, the magician, we magicians are starting to come in. Yes, the bronies are invading the Magic Society. I'm so excited. So,
Well, you know, Ace, friendship
Yes.
is magic.
I'm just waiting for the symbol. Oh, please. So a little bit more about myself. So I run an Ask blog. Ace Sleeves. Ace Sleeves is he's a magician. He's also an actor. He loves doing theater. He's a performer. He does circus. Anything you could possibly think of for circus, he does it. So yeah, there's going to be more updates on my blog about what he does and everything. But so yeah, I don't want to just give anything away yet. Just keep it undercover. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So when you said magician, are you a magician by trade?
Are we talking about Ace Sleeves right now? Or we're talking about me as personal.
You as personal.
Me and personal. So just a little bit about my life. I am actually a actor. I perform at community theaters. I do circus arts. I do magic as well. I excel at sleight of hand and everything like that. I'm actually applying to the Magic Castle. If none of you bronies know about the Magic Castle, the Magic Castle is the only magic school in the world that teaches magic. It's not Hogwarts, but it's really nice.
So basically, Ace Sleeves and you are the same person, right?
Yes, I like it because if I ever were to play myself in real life, I'd like to do the same things that my character can do. So I can do fire breathing like him. I can do stilt walking, rollabola, juggling. I could do all the things that Ace can do. And so that's what I like to do sometimes. So yeah.
That is interesting. That is interesting. Like some people, let's say some people do Tumblr blogs about special fantastic stuff. And, well, that special fantastic stuff is just catered to that one character. You are that character. So that is awesome. That is awesome.
I know, because if I come up to someone and they're like, "You're not like your character," I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
Poof, look behind you. Ooh.
Yeah.
But anyway, how long have you been doing your blogs?
My anniversary is coming up, actually. I've started this blog. It's going to come up. It's January 31st, so it's almost 1 year. I've been doing this blog for 1 year, and it's been so much fun just to do it and everything. I just love just doing everything I can to update it and just do whatever I can to make it more interactive and entertaining for people. So yeah.
That sounds fun. So what are the inspiration for your blogs? Like James here, he has Us Movie Slate, and his inspiration is movies. And what about you?
I just felt like I needed an outlet for my creativity. I just have all these ideas in my head, and I just wanted to have a creative outlet. I just it felt like so much creativity was overflowing, and I just wanted to pour it into something. So I eventually just discovered Tumblr Ask Blogs, and I just felt like I'll do an Ask blog. So I just thought, what character could I do? I mean, I'm not going to do a canon pony or anything like that. I mean, I'm just trying to think. I'd rather do an OC pony, something that I could create. So I decided I just went on Pony Maker. I went on Pony Maker, and I just started just randomizing everything and just finding that right pony. And I love the color black and white because I just feel balance between the character and himself. So yeah, that's how I came to come to Ace Sleeves. I mean, you can basically make him up on Pony Maker. That's how I got him, and that's how anybody can get him. So yeah.
Better trademark that. Better trademark that.
Ace Sleeves, trademark. Dual disc system, trademark.
Oh my goodness.
But, this is the thing, though. There's nothing wrong with coming up with a design with something like Ponymaker and then making use of that. As long as you do then, personalize it to a degree and make it your own, which, as from what I've seen you have done, because Ace Sleeves he's not a cookie cutter design. I mean, okay, he was created by putting things together on Ponymaker, but you've then, run with his design, made him what he is, and he's very much his own pony. He's not just, some cutout from a program.
Mm-hmm. True.
He has a personality, is what we're saying. You can see a silhouette of him and instantly recognize the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that facial tattoo. Facial tattoos all over.
The tattoos are a neat touch. Are those a representation of what he can do? Do they light up when he does magic, or?
No. I've got actually several questions regarding to his tattoos and everything. And the first question I got was, "Are you a zebra?" And I was like, so I was like, and then I made an update about Zecora saying that he is no part of my race or anything like that. And I made an update like that, but I keep getting questions about the tattoos. And then there was, of course, I actually made a Gabby Gums episode of a scandal of Ace Sleeves being painted on with the tattoos and everything being by Rarity. So that was fun. I actually did that. But to be practically honest about the tattoos and everything, I wanted to, I haven't really thought this through yet, but I believe he was actually born with them. He was born with these tattoos, and these strange markings signify something mystical and magical about him. So that's what I like to think.
Cool.
James, you have anything?
Well, personally, I cannot think of any question that you had already asked.
Well, James, you did have a question about in Ponyville. Is this a magician living in Ponyville? He's not a magician. He is a magician, and he's an actor, and he goes around performing around all over the place. But you see, the thing is that he's not in the same place all the time. He travels all over the kingdom. But that was until recently. You see, he actually has a new venue now. It's called the Crystal Empire. It's new. It was just recently added. It appeared out of nowhere. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, he's been to Manhattan all the way to Philadelphia. So yeah, he's performing everywhere. And his hometown is he has a base of operations in Manhattan, but his hometown is Ponyville. So yeah,
I do have a question though regarding the future. Where is Ace heading out now? Like, what is in store with for him?
Well, I'm actually thinking. When I have my final update, I'm doing a fact week. Like, someone sent me a question about, give me 10 facts about your character, and I did 10 facts. I mean, after the last update, I'm actually gonna. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but
well, of course. I mean, tell us about the future without spoiling it.
Well, I have questions like, has he done this trick? Has he done that trick? Someone asked me, has he ever done the Chinese water torture escape trick? And I'm just thinking, don't you mean Chinese? I don't know. I'm just thinking. I mean,
you're killing me
here. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like very putty today. So yes. Anyway, I'm actually at a block. I mean, I have all the updates for the facts and everything, but the only problem is that I'm just trying to get more asks to like what could he do, or maybe questions about like his past or anything like that, just to liven things up a bit.
I hope after this episode comes out, people will send you questions about it.
I'm sure they will.
Oh, I hope so.
Anyway, I got a question here, and I was wondering, you've been running for almost a year now, and how many storylines do you have, or how many storylines have you implemented in your Us blog?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I never intended for a story arc, but Ace sleeves in a story. That's actually a good idea. I never thought about that before. The story arc, actually, I mean, people just ask him questions and he just responds to them. There's no really story arc, but I actually have an idea for a story arc between him and Trixie, actually. So I'm actually hoping to do that.
Oh, that is interesting. Well, I hope you come up with something.
If you say anything, we are no longer friends, so I don't want to hear a retort from you. You hear me?
Potential shipping detected.
You know what? Okay. It's usually frowned upon when people ship their OCs with canon characters, but personally, I don't care. Also, regarding Trixie, I am just making fun. Honestly, I think Trixie is one of the most interesting characters in the entire show. And I'm being honest here right now, I'm not going to give a punchline like, ha, gotcha, no. I honestly, honest to God, I think Trixie is a great character. For she has the potential to either be really evil or really good. I mean, if we follow both the canon of the show and the canon of the comics, Trixie can be obnoxious and unbearable, but she can also be apologetic and kind of like, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. So yeah. she has that duality. I like her as a character because she's very interesting, and I'm not going to trash on her. Like, if I trash on her, it's just I like to bash your balls, nothing else. But no, I do have a question regarding Ace.
All right.
Is there any magic trick he wouldn't try? Like, is there a limit for him? Like, for example, if you remember the movie The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
I have not seen that.
You haven't?
The only movies I've seen is Now You See Me, The Illusionist, 2013 and 2004, and some other magic movies as well, but those don't count as well.
In The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, they make a comparison between classic magic that is harmless and fun and shock magic that is just there to make people go, ugh!
Wait, what were the tricks? And I'll give you my opinion on it.
Okay, well, at one point in the movie, the character of Jim Carrey, he is a shock kind of shock magician, and he's like, okay, pick a card from this deck and now punch me in the face, and the guy punches him in the face, and out of the bruise he takes out a pocket knife, cuts the bruise, and he pulls the card out.
Oh.
No, you see that kind of thing. That kind of magic. It's shock magic just for the sake of making people gross out.
I'm actually going to respond to that, but I'm going to respond to that by my opinion of Chris Angel. You guys all know Chris Angel, right? Mind Freak.
Yeah, Chris Angel Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Angel Bunny. I personally hate Chris Angel. I'm going to say this right now. I hate him. He is just. It's complete gibberish, whatever he says. I mean, all of a sudden he just like makes a nail go through his head, and then all of a sudden the screen switches to Mind Freak, and you see him like screaming in your face, and I'm just like, oh my. I mean, this guy is like over dramatic. He is just out of control, and I just think that it just drives me crazy all the time. So yeah, and for bizarre magic. Magicians tend to move that way because they believe in the supernatural. I mean, you've seen like seances and ghosts and entities. We magicians like to go that far. So yeah, we'd use shock magic and blood and all that.
So, but you didn't answer my question. Is there any trick that Ace wouldn't try?
Well, if Princess Molestia comes to Ace and says, I'd like to do a trick with you, I think Ace would be like, no thank you.
Run away!
That's the one thing he wouldn't do.
Yeah, right. You know that regarding Molly, that there's no way you can escape, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you say no.
I know.
Actually, saying no will just make things worse.
She's gonna put Ace in a straitjacket and put him in a safe and just leave him there and just he'll never escape. Oh. But Ace will escape eventually. He's an escape inside, of course. Oh wow, that was something right there.
You have to find the key. You have to guess where they hide it.
Oh God, no.
PG-13. All right.
Sensors detect non-PG-13 material being discussed. Censorship protocols engaged.
Sweetie Bot is best, George Orwell.
Yes.
But anyway, here, Ace, I noticed that you have a YouTube page.
Yes, I do. I actually posted up 2 videos. One was Magic Report number 3. Oh, and that's another thing I should tell you about. Ace Sleeve does magic reports. And not Friendship of Magic, but just magic. The magic of magic, as you can understand. Okay. He does like... He's basically learning in like field studies and things like that. He's learning illusions from Trixie, mesmerizing magic from Twilight. He is learning magic from Twilight, and he actually is learning mentalism from Madame Pinkie. So he does fortune telling as well. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And actually, currently, I'm going to basically say this right now. He's actually learning fire breathing from Spike, so that's something interesting as well.
Has he learned hypnosis from Fluttershy yet?
No.
Hush now, quiet now, it's time to get to sleepyhead.
He has actually, talking about Fluttershy, Ace actually is sort of friends with Angel Bunny. I mean, Ace sometimes likes to interact with animals, and Flutter's like, please don't hurt him, please. And Ace is like, I promise you I won't hurt him, but he's going to hurt me, so that's fair enough.
Mind you, there's a thought, though. Something came to mind as I say that. Fluttershy does have a friend these days who he might definitely want to have a word with.
Who?
Discord.
I mean, look at all the magic Discord can do.
Oh, yes. Discord could do bizarre magic. That's what he's going to do. He's going to I bet he's going to probably do. He's going to probably cut up Ace sleeves into like 4 different parts and put them in all the wrong places. Oh,
God.
Maybe
my next trick, I'm going to pull a hat out of a rabbit.
Oh, God, no.
Ace already pulled a rabbit out of a hat. So reversing, well, that would be pretty interesting. How about an ace? Out of a sports sleeve. He pulls Ace out of his sleeve. I don't know.
Maybe like, oh, look, I appear to have an ace up my sleeve.
Oh, the puns.
I'm going to make that happen. That's a great idea. I love it.
Oh, boy, the puns on this show. So, the magic movie slate. Oh, that is interesting. So, what was it again? A magic trick with movie slate?
It was a magic trick featuring movie slate. It involves movies in general, and if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. For some reason, people keep doing it wrong, and they're like, I'm not on this one. I'm on The Godfather. And it's like, no, it's not that. It's on this one. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. So,
That was me, actually. I tried to make it work and it didn't work for me.
Oh, so it's one of those magic tricks where pick a random number and then move it to how many squares, something like that?
It's like that, yes. And I actually have another one in the process right now. It's going to feature Time Turner. So it's going to be a time clock.
Okay, cool.
Actually, speaking of magic tricks, would you guys like to be a part of one right now?
Sure.
Ooh.
Now, I only have 2 tricks, and James knows one of them. So, James, don't you dare say a thing, all right?
I have terrible memory. I'm pretty sure I have forgotten already.
Oh, yeah, I've probably already. So, Norman.
Oh, yes.
You're gonna be my victim, okay? So hang in there.
Norman is a very good victim. He's so easy to murder.
Oh my.
This may or may not work. I don't know your age. Have you ever told anyone your age?
I did to a few people, but none in this group.
Like none in this group or publicly. All right. So I have no idea about you or your age in general. I'm going to try to guess your age. I mean, this is going to be difficult, but do you have a pen and paper out?
Well, give me a second. I do have a phone.
Oh, you have a phone?
Yeah, so let me just activate the notepad.
Or
All right, do you have a calculator on that?
Maybe you could just use Notepad on your computer.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, calculator on. Yeah, let's do that. I'm terrible.
All right, I want you to have your age. Type in your age.
All right.
You have that?
Yep.
Now, there are 7 days in a week, right?
Indeed.
And there are 52 weeks in a year.
Yes, indeed.
I want you to add 752 to your age.
752?
Correct.
Alrighty then.
And since there are 12 months in a year, I also want you to add 12 to your number as well.
Okay. Done?
All right. Now, you have a pretty large number right now, a pretty large sum, correct?
Yes, and if these were dollars, I would be rich.
All right. Now, this is what I want you to do. I just want you to tell me the last digit of the number.
0.
0.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Just give me a moment. Just hang on. Give me a second here. I'm trying to think here. This is really difficult. I'm trying to think. Are you... this is just an estimation. You're like in your 20s. I'm seeing like 25, 6, 27. Is that it? Are you 27?
Oh, close. Wow. You are close.
Oh,
I'm 26.
26. I was a little close. Oh, well, at least I was 1 year older. Oh, yeah, you're 1 year older. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Yay.
Now here's one that Sketchy, Norman, and James. And James, you probably remember this, but just have fun on the ride, all right?
Okay, go for it.
All right. Gentlemen, you ready?
Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to pick a number between 1 and 9.
Okay.
Okay, I got mine.
You got yours. Think of it.
I'm thinking.
All right. I want you to multiply that number by 9.
Oh, God. I hate math. Okay, hold on a minute.
You're going to need a calculator.
Okay, I got it.
then.
I got it.
I'm sure Sketchy has Sweetie Bot to do all that for him, so I'm sure he'll be fine. So
Mathematics mode enabled.
yes, wonderful. So you have a 2-digit number, correct?
Indeed.
Correct.
That is correct.
All right. I want you to take those 2 digits and I want you to add them together.
Oh, you mean like, for example, 1 plus 1, 2, something like that?
Yeah, 1 plus 1, 2. If
Okay.
you had like 11, 1 plus 1 equals 2.
Oh,
Correct.
okay then.
You got a new number now, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
got it.
All right. Let's make this more difficult. I want you to subtract. Subtract 5 from it.
5. Okay,
Yeah, just 5.
got it.
I'm just thinking 5. All right. You have a new number now. You subtracted 5 from your sum, so now you have a new number. Let's make this more difficult. All right. I'm gonna make this more difficult. You guys know the alphabet, right? I mean, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so, yes.
All right, lovely. I want you to correspond your number with a letter. So, like, for example, if you had, like, 2, the letter would be B. So, like, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, all the way. There are a lot of letters in the alphabet, so I'm going to give you some time to just find that right letter, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for goodness sakes, it could be 10 or 20. I mean, I don't know. So just take a moment, count through the alphabet, and find your letter corresponding to your number, all right?
Alrighty then.
I am
So,
ready.
you're ready? Everyone, roll call.
Give me a second.
I am.
Still counting mine. Oh God, what number did I go for? Okay, I hope I'm right because I don't. Okay then.
Norman, you have your letter?
Yep.
Sketchy, you have your number?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, sweetie bot. And James, you have your letter?
I have it, yeah.
All right, lovely. I want you to think of a country. I want you to think of a country that begins with that letter. Any country in the world. It can be any country. I just want you to think of I want you to think of a country that begins with that letter. Okay?
Okay.
You got it?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I want you to take that last letter of the country, and I want you to correspond that with the first letter of an animal. Let's do that. So you have your country now. I want you to take the last letter of that country and correspond that with an animal. You got it?
Okay.
Done.
Done?
Got it.
Wonderful. All right, and just to be perfectly honest, it has to be a real animal, not a mythological animal.
Okay.
All right, no problem. And take the last letter of that animal, and I want you to pick a fruit. Pick any fruit and correspond it with that.
Oh God, what does this fruit start? Give me a second.
I know it sounds hard, but I'm trying to make this as difficult as possible. Please.
Give me a second. Oh, righty then. Oh, let's see what kind of fruit starts with this letter I have. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay, I got one. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, Norman, are you okay?
Yeah, because yeah.
All right. Hang on, I'm gonna save you for last. All right, let's start with Sketchy. Sketchy, or
Yes.
Sweetie Bot. I'm picking up some transmissions from you. I'm believing that you're picturing or imaging the country of Denmark, and you're thinking of the animal. You're thinking of. It's kind of hard to tell because they're both in Australia. It's either a koala or a kangaroo. I'm trying to think right now, and you're thinking of a kangaroo eating an orange in Denmark.
I am sorry, but you are incorrect.
Really? Oh, then what was the answer?
Well, you were correct on the country, and you were correct on the animal almost. Except the problem is that the animal was not a kangaroo, and the fruit was not an orange.
Ah, so it was a koala and an apple.
I am afraid it was not an apple.
An avocado.
Oh.
Yes, it was an avocado.
There we go. Nice.
But that was
well
close.
played. Well played. That was close. Norman,
All right.
so you have your number, right? And you have your country, and you have your animal and your fruit?
Yes, I hope I done it right. That's about it.
If memory serves me correctly, it should be the same as Sketchy. Am I right or wrong?
Way off.
Way off. All right. What country were you thinking of?
Netherlands.
Oh.
So it
Netherlands.
could be I did it wrong, but
Hey, no, don't worry. It's my fault I chose you, so don't worry about it, okay? So don't worry about it, all right? So, so you're thinking of the Netherlands. Are you thinking of so basically you're thinking of a snake, and then you're thinking of something that begins with an E, right?
yes.
So what fruit did you find?
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
I got no idea.
That's a
fruit with
That's not
E.
a
Why do
fruit.
you have fruit with E?
Woo. All right, and James, it should be this game is Sketchy, so is it right or wrong?
It is. It's actually similar to the one that Sketchy had.
My.
There we go. So what animal were you thinking of? Or what, you were thinking of Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah, I was thinking on Dominican Republic.
Wow.
I see. And animal, I'm thinking of either a cheetah or a cat.
It was a cat. Yeah.
It was a cat, and the last one would be. I got nothing for fruit. Oh my goodness! What fruit were you thinking of?
Tangerine.
I couldn't think of
Tangerine. Oh, there we go.
You know what? I had nothing on there because I couldn't think of a fruit with T. But tangerine would have been perfect, and I've been eating a lot of tangerines lately. Oh, an idiot! I could have used that.
Wonderful. So yeah, that's sort of the stuff that I do. I mean, it's really hard to do magic. I mean, it's really hard to actually do. I mean, I'm going to make an announcement right now. I'm actually making a live stream where I'm going to do magic tricks live for people, and if you guys want to come on over to my live stream anytime and maybe be an audience participant and help me with a trick, I would really appreciate that. So, yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome. Like, I had fun.
It sounds like something that would have a high potential for fun.
Indeed. And honestly, me being here and me doing this, it was fun because, well, I'm still wondering, how the hell did you get close to us?
It's basic math analysis, right, Sweetie Bot?
Correct. It is not particularly complex when you put your mind to it.
Yes, it is. So that was basically Ace's trick corner right there. So, yeah.
Yay! I would say that's a hat trick.
Indeed. You will have to let our audience know with a link where they can find you when they want to see you doing the tricks themselves.
All right. I'm going to actually post up a live stream link, so I'll add that to my Tumblr as well. So anyway...
Well, anyway, so before we move on, I got one more. So before we move on, I got one last one. I noticed on your Tumblr blog that you have a giant print poster of Movie Slate. What's that all about?
All right. Everyone keeps sending me, questioning me about that. I made that for James.
Huh?
James, I'm just going to say this right now. You're one of the best people I've ever met before, and I'm just really pleased to be a friend of yours. I mean, actually, best friend of yours as well.
Ace, look, there was... Okay, I have to say something as well, because this guy right here, he is absolutely insane. He sent me this package full of amazing presents with a customized popcorn buckets, customized on my OC and his OC. He sent me copies of the Brownie documentary, autographed by Lauren Faust, Tara Strong, and John Delancey. He sent me 2 posters of Movie Slate, huge, giant, almost movie-sized posters, and prints of some of the pictures that I have drawn. I mean, a DVD of his favorite magician, a bunch of popcorn and marshmallows, and I'm like, oh my god, this came absolutely out of nowhere. What did I do to deserve this? And every time I ask him, he's like, no, but you're a great guy, you're an awesome artist, and I'm like, I so don't feel like it. It's just...
Don't feel guilt. Please don't feel guilt. I mean, James, you were having a rough break. Let's be honest here. I mean, you were working dead on that comic. You're an amazing artist. You're a talented individual, and I just felt like you deserve something, all right? So,
oh my God.
Don't sweat it, man. I mean, seriously, don't sweat it.
I sweated all over the place. I gushed sweat. It's impossible to stop. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. So, yeah, that's what it's all about, is that those posters, they came from this guy's generosity, which is ginormous.
Well, that explains a lot then. And wow, me looking at them, I am so jelly and so awed at what you did for James. And James here is an awesome guy. But it's not about James now. It's about you.
No, I'm fine to share the spotlight with James. It's perfectly fine. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I had fun making those posters and designing them and everything. And I also sent James. I mean, James, you want to mention as well? I sent you some decks of cards. I've also sent you a picture of Porter and Movilius Slate.
Oh yeah,
and a Christmas update picture too.
Yeah, exactly. He did send me two decks of cards. It's like, oh, this is getting into kind of like a podcast regarding the stuff that he sent me. If you want to have a detailed description of every single thing that Ace sent my way, check either his blog or my blog. There is a reblog of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there is. And speaking of helping out, I mean, in case nobody knows, Jay is actually doing a card project, and I'm actually pleased to announce that it's very successful right now. I've tried to help him out as much as I can by being his highest backer, so that's really nice as well. It's to help him get his stream going, and also to help him fix his car and get more RAM on his computer, and it's just helped out this amazing guy and artist. So yeah.
So when you say J, is Little Miss J?
Little Miss J. By the way,
Little Miss Rarity.
Yeah, Little Miss, the guy who created Little Miss Rarity. And by the way, this card project is 100% safe for work. So don't get your teeth in a tangle. It's absolutely safe. Don't worry, guys. There is no need to be upset.
Alrighty then.
There will be no requirement for me to do any censoring.
Yay.
That makes me happy.
And makes me happy too. So moving on to helping, I heard that you will be doing a live show at BronyCon?
Not this year, though, because I don't have... I mean, please, Brony magicians out there, if you're out there, please join me. We will make magic happen. I have so few people on this project. It's really sad. I've actually tried to talk to Equestria Daily. I tried to ask them, can you please spread the word? They spelled the entire project wrong and everything. And no offense to Equestria Daily or anything like that. I love the website. I just feel like I can't really do it. It just... A script's in the work right now. It takes a long time to build these illusions, and I'm actually looking for an animator right now to actually do an animated background. So if you could imagine the show, the show's called. I mean, here's the basic gist of everything. This is a shout out to everyone whoever wants to participate in this at BronyCon or anything like that. It's called My Little Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation is basically the study of magic and everything. Sleight of hand, not real magic, just magic. Anyway. My Little Prestidigitation is about Ace Sleeves coming from the pony world into the real world and showing his reports and such, like what he's learned and everything. So he's going to do some mentalism. He's going to do all this and all that. He's going to do levitations. He's going to do like beheadings. So like he's going to do a reenactment of the headless horse. He's going to get into the story, and then all of a sudden his head just is gone. It disappears out of nowhere, and it's just going to be crazy. Everyone's going to be screaming and yelling, and it's going to be, yes! I'm so happy. That maybe I might be featured on the Grimdark panel. That'd be so cool. I don't know. I mean, magic is just so much fun. I mean, the original reason that I did this project was actually because has anyone on this chat actually have seen My Little Pony live on stage? Have you seen that?
Oh God! Are you talking about the giant hippo ponies?
Oh God, no.
Yes.
Yeah, I have watched that.
Yeah, I've seen pictures and they are a thing of horror.
I'm an actor. I mean, that is more worse than the best show on earth being winning for best movie award. And I'm just like, please, no. I just felt like we bronies as a community, I'm just going to say this right now, we have excelled in the arts, all the arts. We have excelled in fanfic. We have excelled in the writing district. We have excelled in the arts. I mean, the writing, the drawing. We have done absolutely everywhere. Voice acting. We have done PMVs. We're on YouTube. We're on the news. I mean, we got Howard Stern pissed off, and I'm happy about it because I'm glad that guy. I wanted to do something for the Brony community. I wanted to give something back because this community has given me so much. I felt so much love and so much. I felt accepted. I felt so great about this one community, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. And I wanted to contribute it. And what can I do? I mean, I'm just a magician. And I decided, well, maybe I could do a magic show. So one idea led to another, and after Trixie premiered and everything, I mean, magic exists, and there are magicians there, and there are stage shows, and there is a theater, and there is a Manhattan, and there is Broadway, and there's musicals and stage shows and everything. And I just wanted to make it a reality, you know? It's just going to be, I just would love to work on it and have people who have the same interests as I do to actually make this dream a reality. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
So basically what your idea for this show is, or for your project is, to have Ace Leaves the pony go into the real world that we are in now and give his presentation on his report?
Well, yes, he's going to do various magic tricks. But, I mean, if I can find more pony magicians, I would love to have other people perform as well. I mean, just at last BronyCon, and I've had the privilege to meet these people, they're called My Little Spinners, and they're called the Elements of Harmony. And these people do poi, they do juggling, they did everything that I do, and I went up to them and I'm saying, that's really amazing. And they're like, well, we would have done fire breathing and fire twirling, but they wouldn't allow it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, these people are like fire dancers, and I'm just like blown away at how amazing these people are. I mean, people from the entertainment industry are starting to come in. I mean, not just from voice acting and everything like that, but live action. I mean, we have cosplay and everything like that. I mean, we do have the masquerade and everything like that, but I'm just thinking of like maybe doing like a full-on stage show. I mean, I've actually met some people who want to do a musical, and there was a musical on Facebook. I mean, My Little Pony, the musical, and that kind of stopped. I don't know what the heck happened to that. So, yeah, I mean, projects just don't get off the ground if they're left in the dust, and I just want to get this thing going. So yeah, I've actually talked to people at BronyCon, and they're like, we love the idea, we'll make it happen. I just need people. I need people to help me. I need an animator to help me animate the background. When I was like doing this whole project, I used the analogy like, I'm not going to do what Applejack did and do the whole apple bucking season, because we all know how that ended up. So I'm not going to make that happen to me, because it's better to have a lot of ponies to help out with this project, because it just is going to be so much more fun, and it's great to have more input, you know?
Okay. I see what's going on, and I do like the plan, and I hope you succeed.
Thank you, Norman. That's really nice of you to say that. Thanks.
Oh, no problem.
I don't hope that you succeed. I know you're going to succeed.
Oh,
I know so. I have absolute and complete 100% confidence on your plan. You're going to kick ass, man.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
Believe in the impossible, see the invisible.
That's your motto. That's your motto on Skype. Believe in the impossible. Yeah.
Anything is possible if you believe.
True that.
I also like the only one stopping you from achieving your dreams is you.
That's a nice one. That's a really good one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway, that was our guest Ace Sleeves. And, well, Ace, thanks for being on and being an awesome guest.
Thank you for having me. Great show, guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you for coming over.
Yeah, no problem. We had fun. And the magic trick that you did with us, oh my, it was confusing as heck, but it was so fun.
Yeah, I mean, this was a great show, right? I mean, we all had a great time, and we had some sad news about Surgeon Princess, but we move on. We stay strong.
So anyway, Ace, where can they find you online?
Where can we find me online? I have a YouTube, and I'll post that up as well. I have a YouTube account. I also have a Tumblr. I'm also on Facebook if you want to contact me. Seriously, guys, if there's any questions or anything, I'm a very talkative guy. I'll talk about anything you want, and if you need anything, I'd be happy to send you help on your way. And yeah, don't be shy. I love new people. I love meeting people. So yeah,
he doesn't bite unless you want him to.
But anyway, I'll add all the links to where they can find you in the show notes.
All right.
So anyway, moving on to the next topic at hand is shoutouts. My shoutout goes to you, Ace. Thank you for coming on and being an awesome guest.
Oh, thank you.
My shoutout goes to Ace as well for being so awesome and so much fun, and for being so generous and such a good guy with everything regarding not just Movie Slate, but in general. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. So yeah, big shout out to him.
Mm-hmm. And also, James, I have one shout out goes to you and your audience. You're awesome. You guys are awesome.
You are, James. Don't deny it.
I cannot believe it.
And also, Sketchy and Sweetie, thanks for being on.
No problem.
Well, it's nice that you finally gave me a role. I mean, we've only been going how long now, and you've never had me on. I never get any thanks around here, you know.
That is true.
No, not we really appreciate you, really. I mean...
Is this like when you wake up in the morning and you go to the toaster and the toaster is like, we don't talk anymore. What happened to us?
Oh, boy.
Something like that.
Anyway, the only shout-outs I have to give would be to, well, the lot of you guys, actually, for just having me on and being a lot of fun to be around. And those of you watching the stream that is going on right as we record this, thank you all for being here and listening to our silliness.
Indeed.
And of course, all you listeners out there listening to this actual podcast, you guys are awesome. Keep on tuning in.
Awesome. So anyway,
what
Ace.
he said.
So Ace, what about you?
My shout out would have to be you guys as well. I mean, you guys were so great. Thank you for having me here, and thank you for asking me questions, and thank you for helping me clear a few things up with some people. I mean, it's good to talk more. I mean, I feel like I'm a very silent person, and I just feel like it's good to just talk. You know, it just feels good to let out things and just talk about things in general. So yeah, other shout outs. I actually have a shout out for help Jay out with his project, guys. I mean, if you want a deck, just go and donate something to him because this is a really great guy, and just go and help him out. So yeah, help Jay out, and yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys help him out as well. And follow Movies Late. So yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I think everyone who's watching the stream right now follows me, and all the ones who listen to this show already follow her. But thank you. Oh my God, this guy! I'm going to eat him. He's so adorable.
And to all you viewers out there, check out my Tumblr if you like it. Go ahead and like something. Or I mean, I'm not really an avid person to be a Tumblr pony famous or something like that. I'm just happy to actually appeal people and actually to entertain and delight them. So yeah, and if anyone's interested in my representation and to become a magician's assistant or actually become a magician and actually perform or anything you can contribute. If you're talented in cinema, you're talented in anything, I would really appreciate some help to actually make this thing happen and make this actually happen for BronyCon next year. So yeah, and that's about it, I believe.
Awesome. And well, I'll try and link everything into the show notes, the one that I can find.
By that, he means he's just going to find the links and then give them all to me to put them into the notes.
Yes, that is also true. And sweetie, you want to do something?
Yes, I might as well do something useful. I mean, it's not like I ever do that every single week. Okay, so if you would like to contact us here at the MBS Show, if you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions, you can contact us at thembsshow@gmail.com. And if you would like to email us personally, you can reach Norman Sanzo on norman@thembsshow.com, Daniel Anthony on daniel@thembsshow.com, Charlie on charlie@thembsshow.com, or James Cork on james@thembsshow.com. Are you noticing a pattern emerging here? Because I certainly am. You can also reach us on Twitter on @TheMBSShow or Norman Sanzo or Tasa Irina, I don't know how to pronounce that, or Saint Pinkie, that's just SC Pinkie, or DRCXY or James_Cork. Please bear in mind on the MBS Show Twitter, I will sometimes interact with you there. Also, please subscribe and rate us on iTunes and Stitcher Radio, and please like our Facebook page. That's the MBS Show on iTunes, on Stitcher Radio, and on Facebook. Links can be found in the show notes.
Wow, having you on is making my life easy. Thank you, sweetie. What?
Oh, you're welcome. It's not like I don't already make your life easier by doing all the work around here.
That is true. So anyway, I have been Norman Sanzo.
And I have been James Cork.
I've been Sketchy Sounds.
And I'm Sweetie Bud.
And I am the amazing and animating Ace Sleeves. Thanks for having us.
Anyway, now you see me and now you don't. We'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adieu.
as Trixie would say, was there ever any doubt?
That is true.
Oh, James.
Excuse you.
I'm sorry. Is that I'm sorry. My stomach is allergic to bad characters.
Oh, I take offense to that. Oh, I'm hurt.
Boys. During one of our early episodes, we had Final Draft on as a guest. And one of the things that we did for fun was... Oh my goodness, doggy. So anyway,
The Magic Castle is the only magic school in the world that teaches magic. I mean, it's not Hogwarts, but it's really nice. You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
Do you have any teacher telling you how to say Leviosa?
Regado Leviosa. Wait, is it Regado? Yeah.
It's Leviosa. Oh.
This is why Beth would say,